Hi guys, okay, well, let's continue on with it. So I've glued the heavy stubber, or twin linked heavy stubber, to the interior of the turret section, so that fits into there. So it literally just slots into that place there. Now what I want to do is I want to keep this quite loose because I want to be able to move this around, and what I don't want to do is glue it, which would be a real shame. So this is the section, if we look at that here, focus on that, this is the section that fits over the top, so you've got like a little targeting computer there, or a little sight there, and that's where the gun fits into, so just that bit there. So we need to glue that onto here, so let's try that, shall we? Okay, so, and I have to say, thank you for bearing with me on these videos. They can be a bit boring, but this is just showing you step by step, and what I'd like to do in these videos is actually do, you know, a proper step by step. I wanted to do it with the tines, but there's just so many parts in the tines that you would get bored. I mean, I would. There's just so much to do on the tines, but this is a nice simple little job. So we put glue on here, and now what we're going to do is we're going to mount that into the tank. So that should just, it's a bit of a difficult squeeze, but we can do it. We have the technology apparently. Literally squeezes into place. It's a nice tight fit. Just make sure that's in there. So it's a nice tight fit, but our gun still moves, and that's what I want. I mean, I kind of like the fact that if it has moving parts, they should try and keep them moving. It really does make the model look good. Okay, so we've got that bit in there. I'm happy with that. There's limited green stuff we'll have to be doing to it, so that's even better. So let's move to this section just here then. So we have our hatches that we had before, exactly the same as the ones that we saw on the turret, and we're just going to add a little bit of super glue just there, which will help. Now on this tank they fit on the outside, so if you bear with me for a second, I need to just lower that down. There we go, so that fits just there, and we're going to do the same to the other side and put the other side in. It's actually, to be fair, it's the headlights that I'm dreading putting in, because they're really tiny. So hopefully that'll either go right or it'll either go wrong. So let's just get this, we glued this bit, we're now going to do, stick it to there like we did last time, so let's just get that right. Oh, sorry about this guys. Okay, so that fits in there, like so. And we'll just take a bit of activator, just make that straight, and just slight spray either side. So there we go, so that's that done. So it's starting to get there. Now beforehand I put these on, before I did this video, so I stuck this on because I'm trying to judge how much I need to make to fit into those gaps there, where it's literally snapped off. But what I did do is I drilled out the two holes either side, so I can hang a chain in the middle of there if I want to. Okay, so that's those bits done there, and as we can see, our little man fits in. I say he fits in, yeah he does, he fits in just there. So that's where our little guy's going to go, just there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a complete build on this, and then once we've finished, we're going to start adding stuff to it to give it a bit more character. Maybe some extra fuel drums, or some jerry cans, and then we're going to do a step-by-step painting it as well. So there we go, so that's the little man in there. Now we're going to move to the headlights, and the beauty of this is I'm actually building this for the first time. So here's the headlights, there we go. So if I make a mistake, you're going to see it basically. Right, so here's the headlights, let's put them on, and they tuck in to the inside, so it's going to be quite a fiddly little job to do. We don't want to get too much glue on it, otherwise I'll get it all over my fingers, so just a dab. and they fit in. Oh crikey, it's a real tough one to do. I should use tweezers for this really, to be fair, but they fit in, if I'm correct. Oops, dear me, see, there you go. It's a very finicky little job, but they fit in just about there. So I've got to make sure that that's right. Oops. Obviously we want the pointing forward. So that's where they go. So that's one. And then we're going to move on to the second. And there we go. Just a little bit of glue, not too much, because we don't want it going everywhere. We don't want it all over our fingers, so we move the barrel out of the way. Now that again, excuse me guys, sorry about that. That again just fits there. Just going to tack it for a second. It needs to come back a bit. This is the difficult thing, is making sure that it's in line with the other headlight. Let's just let that look slightly out. There we go, I can adjust that in a second. Right, so that's the headlights put in place. So there's those. Okay, right, so we're nearly there, which is exciting. The only things we've got to put on now are our mudguards, and our mudguards fit on the back. So I'm just going to snip them like this. Ooh, let's get in there. Let's take these bits off here first. So I'm cutting them in two because I literally need to get in there, and I can just gently snap that off. I'm hoping there's not going to be a lot of filing involved, because obviously you don't want to file too much on camera, but just enough to clean it up. I use Gale Force 9 files instead of the regular Games Workshop ones, because these are just better. A little bit more expensive as well, but very, very good. Okay, so that's one mudguard. Let's move to the other side. We just want to gently just take it off. Don't want to cut through it, I just want it to come off naturally. Just going to take our file to it. Going to file along, making sure the pressure on it is even, so I don't sand down one side more than the other. And that goes on there like that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to take our super glue. Now this is, remember, I've never done this before, so I could mess it up, but I'm going to take our super glue and we're just going to dab a little bit along there like so. Okay, so let's focus on that. So it's just a little bit of super glue on there, and it should, if I'm right, or I've made a complete mess up of this, just fit. Oops, dear me, see, there you go. Can't get it right every time. It should just fit there, and the idea is that the hinges should match up. So I might need to come in just a little bit on the other side, but that can just be adjusted later. Plus it gives you a little bit of character if it's out of place. So it just looks like it's damaged or just about hanging on. So that fits there. We're going to do the other one as well. So we know we've sanded that down, and in fact by sanding it you give it a bit of a tighter edge. So I'm just going to focus in there for a second. Sorry about this guys, it's so boring for you, but this video is about just building. Okay, and we do the same again on the other side of the tank and match them up. You will find that sometimes the moulding isn't that great, so don't worry too much about that, because you can hide it and fix it. So that's our tank. That's the basic form of the Macharius. So our next step will be adding stuff to it and jazzing it up a bit, just to make it look a little bit different to everybody else's, because that's what we want to do. We want to make it look that little bit more special. and I'll probably end up magnetising this to that, and we'll do that in another video. So for now guys, that's the finish of the first build, and I'll see you soon. Bye.